a rich Muslim, cold-hearted lady with a 10-year-old daughter who she taught how to act with ego among people. When she was sick, she sent her daughter to her uncle's house far in a village until she arrived back from abroad to get treated for her illness. 6 months later, the lady came back from her treatment to get her daughter back to her palace. She only sat at the uncle's house for a few minutes until she felt narrowed to her throat. Then she got into her car with her daughter, but the car wasn't working. So, there was no other option but to take the train, as she asked the uncle to send back the car once it's fixed. They got on the train as they found a snack seller who looked poor according to his ripped, untidy clothes. The seller offered them a snack, but the lady refused disgustingly and asked him to go away. However, her daughter put out her hand to get a snack and asked her mother to eat and give some money to the poor seller, saying, "We have to be kind to him because he is poor." As Allah's Messenger said once, whoever was kind to a poor Muslim, Allah would be pleased with them on the judgment day. The lady was shocked by her daughter's words, as she never taught her anything about hadiths of Islam in general terms. She realized that throughout her daughter's 6 months stay at her uncle's house, she learned all about Islam. She was angry at her and asked the seller to leave immediately. So he left while smiling at her kid. The kid kept reading from the Quran until it was almost their stop. At that time, the seller was sitting by the door and the daughter tried once more to insist on giving him some money. Her mother refused again and told her that he is not a good man and his kind always kidnapped children. They arrive at the station and get off the train, and while walking they heard a voice from behind as it was a seller waving and calling for her from a distance. She started rushing with her daughter because she thought that he was trying to follow them. They found a taxi and jumped in. The seller reached right before the taxi took off with a gold bracelet in his hand. The lady stopped and told him that it's her daughter's, as the surprise was that her daughter was the one who sneaked it to him and he was just trying to give it back. Before he left, he handed some snacks saying, "Those are for your daughter." The lady was emotionally upset and cried while she was apologizing to the seller. Then he asked her not to judge people from their looks again, and it's always about what's in their heart. Finally, they returned home. The lady asked her daughter to teach her about the Islam and the prayers, the Quran, the Hadiths, as she stopped being a cold-hearted woman since then.
ومن يعمل سوءا أو يظلم نفسه ثم يستغفر الله يجد الله غفورا رحيما ومن يكسب إثما فإنما يكسبه على نفسه وكان الله عليما حكيما ومن يكسب خطيئة أو إثما ثم يرم به بريئا فقد احتمل بهتانا وإثما مبينا